Hello, welcome to another episode of Aboard on Demand. My name is Joe.
I'm Christina.
And I'm Rich.
And once again, we're going to do the Reddit thing. I put out another call. I got some interesting things, interesting responses. I'm going to read them. But Tina, this time, I'm going to read these things. I'm going to look at you, and I want your response, because last time you didn't really talk a whole lot. Also came to my attention, a bunch of people that actually listened to this said that I swore quite a bit. Now, some of you know that my wife and I do another podcast that's a little more serious based, so I don't really swear on that one. And for some reason, I got on this and just kind of went hog wild. So people are like, you swore a lot on that, and I just kind of looked at them. I was like, well, fuck you. No. No, but that was the only F-bomb. I'm going to try not to just swear the rest of the show. That's my promise to you. Okay, here we go. Ready? All right, here's the first one. Okay. All right. Once again, the names are changed or taken out completely, and any identifiers have been changed or removed completely. Okay. All right. I kissed myself in the mirror while masturbating. It's not even that I'm attracted to myself. It's more because a mirror reflection looks like a real person with the dimensions. Photos aren't the same because they're 2D, and while mirrors technically are 2, the reflection looks 3D. So it's more like actually kissing someone. Even if someone is a clone of myself, I use tongue and everything. Am I bad? Okay, Christina.
I wouldn't say bad. I'd say odd. I don't go around licking my mirror. I don't know many people that do kiss and lick my mirror.
Let's be. He didn't lick the mirror. He French kissed himself.
No, he didn't French kiss himself. He French kissed the mirror because it was an image of himself. It's definitely odd. It's odd behavior. I don't masturbate in front of the mirror either.
Well, I gotta. Did he? The first thing that popped in my mind when I read this was, did he try blowing himself in the mirror? And then the lips was the second, like, oh, this ain't gonna work. Let me just kiss myself.
And is he gay? Which is fine, but
we don't talk like that here, Christina. We accept everybody equally.
No, you're right. I do. I'm just asking, like, is that...
Once again, we're given what we're given. Not a whole lot of detail.
Let's get down to brass tacks. Is this fuck cleaning that mirror before he does this? Because if it's a dude, and let's be honest, yeah, you're in there popping zits and shit or whatever.
No, it's funny. It's funny you say that, because in the comments below, someone wrote, did he clean the mirror before he did this? And then a person responded to that and said, did he clean the mirror after he did this?
Right.
And that's funny. And let me explain why it's funny, because he's masturbating, kissing the mirror. So if he didn't clean the mirror.
Right.
Yeah, right. You see what I'm saying?
Or he's got a pocket mirror and he's taking it to a real fucking new level.
Right. Yeah. I don't, this is self-explanatory. The guy who's touched himself, got a little carried away, found himself fancied in the mirror. And
how often is he doing this?
Once again, Christina, we're given what we're given. I don't know.
Obviously, this person is looking for companionship and trying to find it up in however form they can.
No, I think it's...
I think that's part of it. That there's a kink element to it, but I think it stemmed from looking for a counterpart.
Well,
whatever the sexual orientation. Until we can find a new story where there's like a whole building full of dead bodies. Style.
In front of a mirror.
My
Big
thought,
mirror, right.
My thought was he can't be the only person to do this. He's just the only one with the balls enough to write about it on the internet.
I don't do it.
Wait, I didn't say you, Christina. Why are you getting so defensive?
I'm not getting defensive.
I don't do it. That's the second time you brought it up too.
I'm just saying I don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't catch you in the mirror doing it.
Because I shut the door.
Yeah.
And I'm not into myself like that. Actually, here's the real crux of it. You ever try brushing your teeth and you catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror and it's awkward?
Yeah, I gotta look down at the sink when I'm brushing my teeth.
Right, like seriously look yourself in the eye, like just doing normal stuff, right? Now do it with your cock in your hand and get off on it. This guy's a psychopath. No, I changed my... No, he's not. This is... Yeah, because thinking about... I'm getting goosebumps.
Yeah.
I can't even... I mean, he's eyeing himself. No.
I don't even like having to put my makeup on in the mirror and looking at myself.
Yeah, well, listen, good luck with that, Jeffrey Dahmer, okay? Crazy shit. Yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, because it's awkward just looking at yourself in the mirror and then you're doing that.
No, we're seeing a full motion, mid-level, not yet mass murderer developing with that comment. He's like right in that middle tier of like,
nobody's looking
what's
for
human flesh taste like? And then he starts biting off.
No, we fed into this, right? Because what he's looking for is one person in the comments. He's looking for affirmation, right? So he's looking for that one person in the comment and be like, oh, I do it too. And then he's like, okay, where's the next platform? Like you were saying, right? Right. Next, let me bring my neighbor over and masturbate together.
Right. Well, like whether he wants to or not, he's
right. You know.
Hey, Steve, does this rag smell funny to you?
Yeah.
You know.
Where's Steve? Steve hasn't been to work in a week.
Right. Oh my God, so weird.
Right. But Tom's got a smile on his face and a fucking full belly. What's happening around here?
Yeah. And pep in his step.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and you know, he seems like the type of crazy that would like eat the torso so he could still fuck the ass. Like, am I?
Oh, no. Well, no. This guy, I see this going like he's probably got like a human flesh bikini. He's gonna make out of it, like the whole thing, like the sack, the whole taint, and everything. So it fits, and he just like slides it in, so it's like a human on human body glove. That's where this fuck's going. So
yeah,
digest that.
Now you got me worried, Rich. Well, I think this is a good segue into the next one. This is confessions. This is confessions what I put out there. Okay. All right, ready? This is a short one. Sometimes when I shower, I like to turn the water to cold, sit down, and pretend I'm a frog in the rain. I'm not sure what could be said about this, quite honestly.
Ribbit.
This one, listen, let me just go down. I'm gonna so this was 7 days ago. I put somebody immediately responded to it. It says, sounds fun, gonna try that next time. Edit, tried it, it was relaxing. Wish I always acted like a frog when I was in the shower. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try this now too. You can get a shower mat in the shape of lily pads.
That's too far.
I don't like where this.
Come on, let's be serious, folks.
I don't like where this fucking chat thread's going. See, I said it.
It's not the first time.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
This guy's or individual is just doing a form of meditation. That's how I kind of see it. It's just a form of meditative state, and they're just saying, "Oh, I'm a frog in the rain," and you know.
Yeah, this is pretty cute and also a little strange and embarrassing. Perfect confession, 10 on 10. Oh boy,
I don't like that comment.
Yeah,
perfect confession, 10 on 10. Get out of here.
I wish I could read the name.
Yeah, that's dumb. Sorry.
Okay.
It's just
let's go to the next one.
10 confession. Get out of here.
Yeah, I don't know what it says.
That's a ridiculous. Compared to what? What are you comparing to? How much data do you have that you can definitively say, "Oh, that's a 10 out of 10"?
You want to know what
you're a psychopath.
Do you want to know what the disturbing thing is? When I read this, I got it about a week ago. When I read this, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've thought about it about a half a dozen times, like attempting it. That's the disturbing part. Is the number of times I've actually thought about it. Yeah. All right, let's go. This is also a good segue into the next one. Just traumatized 2 kids at the park.
Okay, this could be a crime they're committing.
Now, this one, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what this says. I haven't pre-read it because it was sitting in the box. It was sitting in my inbox. So, and I like the title. I just went through a pretty shitty breakup, and I wanted to go to the park next to my house and sit on the swing for a while and put my headphones in, as it usually is a calming thing for me, and I just needed to wind down a bit. So I get to the park. It's about 8 p.m. and dark, and I notice two kids, both boys around 8 and 10 years old, throwing basketballs against the wall of the school. I just go sit down on the swing, which is a slight distance from the school wall, and started listening to my music when I can hear the screaming, or them screaming things at me. Mind you, they had to be doing this exceptionally loud because I was blasting my music very loud in my headphones, and I could still hear them pretty well. They were screaming and making very loud moaning noises in my direction and trying to get me to engage with them or something. I figured if I just pretended I couldn't hear them and ignored them, they'd eventually stop. I was sadly mistaken, though, as they not only continued, but kept walking closer and closer to me, doing the same thing over and over again. Eventually, they were right in front of me, and I stared down at my phone and still acted like I didn't see or hear them. But at this point, I turned my headphone volume all the way down and fully hear what they were saying. I was appalled, as they were saying things like, what? You can't hear me? Are you fucking deaf? Pathetic. She must be deaf. I still ignore them until I hear one of them say, I should hit her in the head with my ball. I watched in my periphery as he walked almost behind me and lifted the ball above his head, ready to throw it at my head. I didn't know why this is the first thing I thought to do, but immediately spun my head around toward them, somehow mustered up the slight tears in my eyes and made my voice shaky. I said, can I help you guys? My mom just died. I really just need some space. Their faces immediately dropped and they started profusely apologizing to me and backing away. I said, I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm dealing with a lot right now and really need some space. They continued to apologize and made up some story of being scared, and that's why they were yelling. Excuse me. They eventually just went on, keep playing basketball, left me alone for the rest of the time. I felt slightly bad and went, this is terrible.
Did you fall asleep?
Yeah, this is not, I should have pre-read this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to, okay. Let's go back to one I did pre-read.
Well, no, hold on. I have a comment about that.
Yeah.
She's a terrible person because I'm sorry, nobody off the cuff comes up with an excuse like that to
my mom died.
8 and 9 young kids.
Yeah, we've all played this game before. You would take 5 of them to beat beat you up. So just get up and start kicking them in the face.
So unless if this person is not an adult and is younger themselves, like 17, 16, and just is, whatever. But I mean, they have that off the cuff, like, to kind of come up with that in that type of situation. That means you've used those similar things before. That's in your toolbox.
Yeah.
That makes you
grandma dies at least 2-3 times a year.
Yeah, right. Or looking for sympathy. Like, I mean, to come up, that's what you come up with? I don't know.
I should have prepared that.
That's a questionable
what do you think?
tactic.
I think I Dare You would have been a suffice response to the boy saying he's going to hit her in the head with the basketball. So that way he knows that she's aware of what's being said.
Right.
Not, oh, my mom just died. You don't say that crap.
No, you just get up and kick that little shit right in the chest. Just knock him to the ground. I mean, you're alone. It's you. It's those two little bastards.
There's cameras everywhere.
Yeah, but in school, there's cameras.
Yeah.
Oh, I felt she's a female in the dark at the park. Well, first of all, that's I don't know. I should have reread that. That's terrible.
Right.
Lady, you make dumb decisions. I don't like it.
Right. And you might want to start like real actualization. Like if that's what you're going to defend yourself against 8-year-olds, what are you saying against adults?
I'm
just saying, like
when you started
my whole family got blown up in a house fire last night. I'm real sad. Leave me alone. Sorry, Tim. I can't hand in my work. I mean, what the hell?
Well, speaking of which, that's a good segue into the next one. Bad decisions, poor decisions, really. All right. I pooped my pants and caused my whole office to shut down. By Tina Nolette. I'm kidding. All right. My stomach went from being a bit upset to 911 bathroom emergency within the span of about 2 minutes. I didn't make it entirely to the office toilet, sadly, but without going into details, I ended up trying to flush my underwear and socks down the toilet to try to hide the evidence and save myself some embarrassment. Underwear and socks?
He clogged the toilet.
You
Individual.
understand why underwear and socks?
I ran down his leg.
She said, you're this person. I'll spare you the details, but I tried flushing my underwear and socks. We can fill in the blanks, lady. Or we can fill in the blanks. And, anyways.
Well, I'm going to go on a limb here. I'm going to say it's a woman who did this, because any man who actually does...
I pretty much told you it was a woman, so don't go say I'm going on a limb.
Well, no, I'm just based off of there. So, all right, I'm going out on a leaf of a bit of knowledge that a man wouldn't do that because they understand how fucking plumbing works.
Yeah, right.
What the fuck?
Well, let me finish.
And you're going to do it all at once?
All right,
one at a time, at least. One at a time. I mean, come on.
No, you
I bet she flushed her pads too.
You
screw her.
You take the cleanest sock, right? Hold on. I'll get into my theory in a minute. Hold on a minute.
I digress.
All right, let me just finish this. Okay, so that proved to be a terrible idea and immediately caused the toilet to clog. In a panic, I flushed it more and caused it to flood. Yeah, Jesus Christ, lady.
Called it.
I didn't get
that far in the story.
I got the hell out of there and just went back to my desk pretending nothing happened. Yeah, for sure, woman. Tina, why? You okay?
Yeah, because I know better.
Okay.
Anyway, keep going.
All right. You have a look on your face and you're okay. Just make sure.
I mean, at least Anonymous called the maintenance.
30 minutes later.
Anonymous.
Well, 30 minutes later, we get an email that we are all to work from home for the rest of the day and that the men's washroom and the women's washroom will both be closed pending maintenance. Wow, she did both bathrooms.
They're probably connected somehow.
It's plumbing, yes.
Yeah, well, yeah. Technically, our toilet's connected with the toilet down the block.
Well, I'm assuming a commercial building, the way they're built and everything, yeah, they're definitely connected. Because they actually have a space in between them, to get to the plumbing on either side.
So to summarize, she says, I shit my pants at work, flooded the bathroom badly, and shut down the office for a whole day. Okay.
Did she have an extra pair of pants that she was able to go back to her desk?
Well,
but we had to get rid of our socks and underwear. Well, the inside of her pants had to be nasty.
Oh, she had a pair of Lululemons on underneath them fucking sport slacks. Okay. So listen. Here's I'm going to give a piece of advice here, okay? When in a situation like this, what you do is you take the cleanest sock because like water, shit will take the path of least resistance. So there'll be a dominant leg here, okay? When you shit yourself, it's not going to equally part down both sides. So you can take the cleanest sock.
You don't know what underwear she was wearing.
Okay, hold on.
No, you're going wrong.
You're going to take the cleanest sock, and you're going to put the underwear and the other dirty sock in the cleanest sock you got. You're going to wrap that in toilet paper, and you're going to set that like a prom night baby in the garbage can, and you're going to walk away.
Right.
Okay? Because
that's what a man would do.
What you'll get is somebody's going to go, there's a weird smell in the bathroom, but that's until the garbage is changed. But you're not going to shut a building down.
Right. I mean, I'd give her bonus points for shutting the whole building down and getting people to work from home for today. I would take that as a win for everybody else, but for life lesson, I hope you learn something here.
Jesus. I mean, yeah. This woman, she's a Catholic, you can tell.
Or what? She poops out all her sin?
No, the shame.
Oh, no, that could just
and the panic. Could you imagine the panic though?
That story though, I'm not getting the shame out of it. I'm getting a little bit of bragging, a little bit of bragging there. Like I shut down a whole building with my shits. That's a bit of a brag.
Okay.
Oh no, what's that one term they have when it's bragging, but it's
humble brag.
Humble bragging, right? She's humble bragged us with this story,
right? Well, what's the humble brag? Oh man, you should have heard this fart I had. Yeah, I shut a building down. Sorry, pal. What's the brag? All right, here's the last one. This is gonna get Rich set off. So, Tina, I want you to give your reaction first on this one, okay? Before Rich sets off.
I'm going to tip my jacket for this. I'm preparing.
Yeah.
I'm going to get heated.
Yeah.
I don't know what's coming. But
Okay, here we go.
Myself.
Okay. I'm sick of sensitive people making something out of nothing. We all know somebody like this. That's why, Rich, we're going to let you go last. Okay. I'm not sure if this belongs here. No, you're all right, bud. I'm reading it, so. I'm not sure if this belongs here, but I'm going to post it anyways. Overall, I'm sick of going on to TikTok, YouTube, Reddit, and seeing snowflakes everywhere. I've been feeling like this for a while. I'm 18, therefore I'm part of the Gen Z, and this generation takes it too far. Some things are warranted, such as issues with the environment and politics, political stuff. What I don't agree with is them trying to turn everything soft. For example, I saw one post on TikTok talking about one of my favorite shows, South Park. In their video, it says that white men are exploiting minorities for their own personal gain. I disagree, but understand where it's coming from. Talking about South Park in general, it's a show where nobody is safe. Black, white, Mexican, Canadian, Chinese, Mongolian, Filipino, Japanese, etc. They make fun of themselves half of the time. It's starting to frustrate me that it's going too far. Sure, South Park is extremely offensive and it isn't for everybody. I mean, hell, Cartman grounded kid's parent into chili, but my issue is they're turning it into something it's not. It's hard to think of examples off the top of my head, but I'm going to go on and write about it anyways. But a little one are that they preach environmental friendliness, but will vape, smoke cigs, support fast food corps, and stuff along those lines just for their own personal gain. They want people to think that they are woke, but in reality, they are just as shitty as everyone else. It's the false narrative that's pissing me off. Again, I think Gen Z will be great for the future, but at this same time, when it comes to media and such, there's no telling how far it will go. To be honest, and it's an unpopular opinion, but you can have comedy without some offensive jokes. It's different to kindly, or lack of a better word, joke about something than it is to ridicule it. And it says, feel free to comment. I'm not opposed to having banter. I'm reading some of these comments. Dude, I got soft man on Facebook because I commented Americans are dumb. And oh my God, this is... Okay. I can see Rich vibrating over here. Tina, go ahead.
I think it goes deeper than the South Park. And
I think this kid's a moron.
yeah, he is apparently not smart enough to look at the bigger picture overall.
I mean, he's 18 and pissed that his show's being attacked. South Park's being attacked.
Let's talk about the statues that are being removed because people are being too sensitive that are part of history. Let's look at the books that we read in school, like Huck Finn, and how they're all being changed, and you know, Mrs. Butterworth is being changed, and Aunt Jemima.
Let's talk about the fact that I can't talk about my friend's hot mom in public without being ridiculed. I'm tired of it. Okay? I don't like where this country is going, quite frankly. Okay?
So first thing right out of the gate, like the whole Gen Z and all that. You know what's really starting to grind my gears.
That's right. It's not a grind my gears.
As a still a quote from Peter Griffin, is that I'm tired of fucking people saying, the boomers, the millennials, the X, Y, Z, or whatever category. Right. Those categories. Let's just get straight. Those categories are literally designed and built to sell people garbage that they don't need. That's literally the whole point of those whole things. So, but now those tools to sell people shit that they don't need is now being applied to our politics, to how we live and work. You know, I mean, there's whole trainings out there now how to work in a multi-generational workplace, which, yes, you have to do that, but they're specifically now categorizing you and herding you into these things. Look, an asshole is an asshole no matter what year, what time frame you were born.
Right.
You know, a person can take a joke or not take a joke, but let's just pull ourselves away from this fucking self-categorization and then have to carry it around now and now use it as a preference almost. Well, I'm a Gen Z or I'm a whatever the hell I am, you know, along with all the other stuff that we get into. You know, that's one barrier that literally is not going to hurt anybody that you can get away with and tear down, you know, to just to ultimately stop this like further division of everybody. You know, I mean that's the thing that's really getting me. All the other stuff, look, you can go back through history, and I mean like not go on YouTube and look through these
I think he heard some comments about people. Oh, he probably heard comments from his favorite comedians as well. Like, why is everybody so sensitive nowadays? And then decided to jump in on the bandwagon because he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Right. And now, while it is true, we do live in a, what do they call that, cancel culture society, with
right.
Everybody just needs to take a step back and take a deep breath. And
well, again, you can only get canceled if you adhere to that. Like, no, right. I'm going like literally. Okay, it's
okay. Listen, I don't care what you say. If somebody has a dead baby joke that's funny, I'm laughing.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Right.
I don't care about your personal experience or whatever. It's a joke for the masses, and whatever.
Right.
Right.
Right. But going back to the cancel culture thing, again, that's only if you adhere to it. If you're one of these Karens, or I don't know what the male version of a Karen is, I guess in this day and age,
Kyle.
No.
Karen Kyle.
Right. Where, I got canceled because I put a video out there.
That's a different thing.
Yeah. But, anyway, these people, they go, now these are the ones, they make their video on YouTube, TikTok, whatever platform. Oh, I got canceled. I ruined my life. And everybody else has ruined my life, and they're attacking me. Again, because you're participating in it. You're actively participating in it. Guess what? Cancel the accounts. Go on. Hey, if you lost your job, that's a life lesson. Just find another job, but get off of social media.
How about you
along with it?
I'll agree with your being offended when you stop kissing yourself in the fucking mirror, guy.
Right.
How about that?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
You stop touching yourself in the mirror, making direct eye contact with yourself. You freak.
Yeah. Because right. And that's exactly it. And then the other part of it is that you're literally, look. Here's a real deep heart secret that I have found.
Holy shit!
No, this is a good one. This is deep, but this is ancient. This goes to ancient times. This isn't my found knowledge. This is stuff through my many years of study and knowledge.
Hold on. Hold on. Get in real close. Get in. Okay. You want to dip in your voice? You want to? Okay.
Oh, dude. Okay.
Right.
This is how we do it.
Here's the knowledge. Go ahead.
This is how I'm going to unlock centuries of earth-bound knowledge and rip it and make it digestible for you.
Just say it. Fucking nipples.
Guess what?
Go ahead.
We're all going to die.
When it is.
We're all going to die. You only have so much time on this earth. Don't worry about what other fucking people are doing. Go out there. Do what you can. Don't harm other people.
No, don't do that.
Don't harm other people, but nobody gets out alive. Life is too short to be dealing with this shit.
That's right.
You can control how you live and how you interact with people. So put down the phone and guess what? Maybe have a conversation with somebody else, in person. That's a novel idea.
Can you
go for a walk? It's sunny outside. Go for a walk.
Can you just hold that thought real quick? Can you stop flaciating the mic? It's coming through. I literally was like, what is that? And I'm over here reading. I'm setting up the next thing we're going to do. And I'm hearing this noise on the mic. And
it's my nose hitting the mic.
You're, whatever that is.
It's my nose.
Yeah. All right. So I wanted to try something. Okay, so let's go. Let's move on to the next thing here, because I set a thing up last night. Okay. Now I wrote these, and I asked Tina. I was probably up for it. Probably took me about 2 hours. Okay. I am not a writer. I never claimed to be. Okay, but I wrote these.
Yeah, I'm priming myself to tear you down, so let's get into it.
Yeah. So I wrote some life lessons. Okay, life lessons based on personal experience or personal knowledge of people that have been through these. And I just figured, why don't we read them? Okay. Now, don't read them yet. Don't flip them over yet. Okay. I'm gonna give you a card. Okay, the life lessons on the card. So we're gonna read these life lessons. You're gonna read these life lessons. Okay, okay. So I put them together. 10 life lessons to live by. Okay. Christina, go ahead and read your card. I wrote these all by myself too, like a big boy.
If someone tells you they're a multitasker and are grinning, they're talking about their bedroom skills.
Rich, I told you not to read the card yet. All right, what do you think about life lesson number 1, buddy?
It's ridiculous.
No, because people make comments and they got a grin. You're like, why is the grin? What's the grin about?
Because they think they're being funny.
Right, but they say, okay.
That's how I take it.
Sure. Okay, now go ahead and read life lesson number 2.
Sometimes it's better to let it go, especially when you're trying to zip your jeans. Ciao. That is so...
Come on, do that.
No, come on. Take your dad joke bullshit and get it out of here.
Come on, Rich. That's funny.
No, come on.
Dude.
No.
All right, so here. Okay. That one, don't read it yet. Do not read it yet, okay? All right, here's one for you, Tina. Don't read that one yet either. Okay. Oh, no, go. Okay, so Tina, you can read yours. Rich, you don't read yours.
Yeah. Put that finger down.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Okay, go ahead.
When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. When life gives you tequila, forget the lemonade and take a shot.
Take the shot. You having a problem reading for some reason? I don't know what's going on. It's good. Right? That's a good one.
That's all right. That's sound
That's
advice.
good sound advice.
That's sound advice.
For anybody, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, no, you can go ahead and read it. Yep.
It's always good to have a backup plan, especially if it's a euphemism for your side piece. That
Right. I need you to stop reading them. Just stop reading them in your mind before you read them. Just read them.
I don't read that way. I have to pre-read to read it out. It's just don't tell me how to read. I've been doing it for fucking 40 years. Get out.
Okay. Don't. Okay. All right. Let me see. Let's see here. Okay, Tina, I want you to read this one. Go ahead. You can read that one. Rich, you got that one. Don't. Not yet.
The grass might look greener on the other side, but it's usually just a well-maintained lawn with a pretentious asshole reminding you it's still not your lawn.
I can get behind that. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a good piece of sound advice. Not as good as this next one.
Well, that's not really advice. That's just more of like,
the grass is not always green on the other side.
yeah, but you're referring more to the pretentious asshole.
Correct.
So that's really
That's
just more of
right.
a comment of people
That's
who
true.
have well-maintained properties.
That's true.
So
I guess it's more of a how you can apply it perspective. Okay, Rich, go ahead and read yours. Just read. Just read it.
the early bird might get the worm, but the night owls get the cheapest rates on transvestites.
All right, we gonna have commentary about this? Or we have commentary about the other ones?
That one's self-explanatory. Come on.
Self-explanatory to you, maybe not the rest of us.
What are you talking about?
I mean, what's a transvestite cost, Rich?
I don't fucking know it. I'm out of here.
Come on, fill us in with the backstory.
What back? All right. Yeah.
You fucking you got me dead over here.
Yeah.
The look, the look on your face. Listen, I have such an ugly laugh. Don't get me laughing on this thing. You hear me? All right. No. Hold on. Okay, this one's gonna be yours. Don't read it yet.
Yeah. We'll just hand them out. It's
Yeah,
like like every time is like the first time with you. It's just fucking. It's
Well, I gotta be because you keep picking them up and reading them.
no, I'm not picking them up and reading them.
All right.
Dickhead.
All right.
Big
All right.
deal.
Tina, go ahead and read that one.
There's a fine line between confidence and arrogance. I'd explain it to you, but you wouldn't understand.
Come on.
That's all right.
What do you mean? All right. Go ahead.
I'm moving on. Life is short, so make sure you're having fun and leaving good impressions. This means you're going to have to suck a few dicks. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yep. That's a good one. No, it is. Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta suck that dick sometimes.
Yeah. So come on, give us some backstory.
What backstory? Again, these are stuff. Joe, do you know life advice is you don't need a backstory. It should just explain itself.
Yeah. No. How does that apply to you though?
Doesn't apply to me. Look,
Okay.
look.
Okay.
This is what you want to get into. Here, we'll get into this. As you get older, and this is I'll speak to younger generation.
Okay.
Here. And you're like, oh, look at all these older people. They know what they're doing. Or oh, they'll have all their shit together. It's all a fucking lie. It's bullshit.
It's true.
They're just smacking shit together. And you know what? Part of it is they also no longer give a fuck, right? They just don't care. I'm living my life. I'm going to do what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Right? And how did they get that point? Is that they had to either suck that dick or eat some shit they didn't want to do.
That's true.
Point blank, period. For some people, those lessons come a lot earlier. For some, never comes because, they're entitled and, whatever their family dynamic has allowed them to never have to deal with that.
I love you're saying this. It fits perfectly with your next cue card. Hold on. You don't read yet. Right. Tina, see, this is why I have to keep explaining it. Rich.
No. Well, the cue card I had said 10, so I thought we were done. No, you're doling these out.
I'm doling them out in a random order.
Well, that would have been nice to know. That would have been a pretty important instruction in the front.
Yeah. All right.
It's important to love yourself, but not in the way that gets you banned from the public library. So you don't want to be masturbating in the mirror at the public library.
Thanks for explaining it, Tina. Yeah, just you didn't understand what that was.
Well, again, general. I mean, that's like,
you got to back up a little bit because we're cutting out the audio's cutting out here. Okay, go ahead and read yours.
I'm not thrilled about reading this one. It's just ridiculous.
No, they're good. This is good life experience.
Sure. What type of life are you living? Anyway, never trust a person who says they don't like dogs or sex. They're probably doing both. Well, I'm glad this is a whole exercise where Joe literally set up a whole exercise for him to write jokes and then us to read it and then to laugh. That's all this was. That's all this was.
No, I swear the light.
Yeah.
I can't breathe. No, their life was some good.
No, I'm calling for what it is.
Take.
You wrote your own jokes. You had other people read it to you. You just set up a whole.
You need to back up
a whole Joe Nolet self-entertainment thing.
No, listen. This you can take these to the bank. Okay, that is what I'm talking about.
What, good sperm bank? Well, I mean, any bank I know isn't going to accept any of that bullshit.
This is why I gave it to you, because you know what bank to take it to. That's why I gave him to you. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, on the other hand, okay, we got some bad advice.
Bad advice.
We're gonna. Oh. This is what we're gonna close on today. Okay. Now, Rich is gonna read this as well. Okay. This is bad advice. I wrote this specifically for you. It's this bottom piece right here. Go ahead and read that to the crowd. It's a closing thought. Okay. It's nothing. Okay.
I'm telling you. I'm reading this, and we're never gonna do any exercise like this again, because this is a masturbatory fucking exercise where Joe is cracking himself up with his own jokes. I mean, come on, Joe.
Okay. All right.
So, bad advice. If you want to spice up your love life, try introducing some new positions. But be careful. Some of them can be tricky. Here are some examples. The lady in line at the bank the other day didn't even know it was touching her. And I think my wife is really going to like this new thing I've been practicing in bed. You know, the one where I've been having sex with her best friend? Oh, and don't forget to always practice safe sex. You don't want to end up with the unwanted surprise. So I recommend a .45 snub-nosed revolver strapped to her ankle for ease of access. And finally, if you're really feeling adventurous, you could always try some role-playing, like substitute teacher and your friend's hot mom, cop and your friend's hot mom, and your friend's hot mom's manager at McDonald's, and your friend's hot mom. The possibilities are endless. Just remember to have fun, and don't take yourself or your trashy but hot Fred's mother too seriously. After all, she's just a game.
Okay, so there we go.
Yeah, oh, there we go. Joe, yep, self-entertaining. Ridiculous.
I gotta recover from it because I can't breathe.
Yeah, I'm never doing that again. I'll tell you right now.
You should write one for me.
I don't want to write one for you.
Okay. All right. Well, on that closing thought.
Yeah, we're done here.
Yeah.
This is it.
On that closing thought, thank you very much for listening once again. My name is Joe.
Christina.
I'm Rich and I'm pissed.
And we'll see you next time.